I'm very late. Um, had a bunch of homework to get done. Got my final exam later in the week, so had to really focus up and well, audio sounds good at least. Um, yeah, I had to focus and really get it all done. So this is when we're starting. Um, think the camera's fine over there. It shouldn't be blocking anything. Okay, well, let's see. Probably go for at least 5 hours, something like that. I'm not sure, but should be a decent couple of hours at least. Okay, let's go. Pretty close to where I left off my first playthrough. At dawn, Wilfred is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. Sclorian Shore. Wilfred this revealed this to be the one path through the woods into the north. We already went through a desert place, and now we're going through more of an Arctic tundra place. There's lots of environments down here. You get clear of the woods at last and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Elodiel. You'll have to make it all the way to the top. In a moment of respite. I know one of them is the correct one. I can't really remember which one. I think it's respite. Wolford calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rights and the plan to which he alluded. We band together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible. Am I correct? But let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject and only know the truth of how you feel. Doing what you want. Freedom means being able to make decisions on your own terms. Achieving inner peace. Freedom means having clear conscience and a carefree heart. Having no master. Freedom means answering to no one's will other than your own. I mean, that's just go be alone then. Like, why would you participate in society? I mean, there's a difference between having a master and doing stuff for other people. Doing stuff that other people want. That's a stupid way of thinking about stuff, in my opinion. Freedom means being able to go where the heart yearns, without restriction and without fear. Like, literally none of these are correct. Just, like, objectively. Freedom means not having one's strongest feelings and emotions oppressed or rebuffed. Just because you have that doesn't mean you're going to feel true love. A lot of these are really childish and stupid notions of what freedom is, if I'm being honest. Freedom means living life without concern for others' judgment or approval. I mean, you shouldn't feel that regardless, but freedom is just another empty goal to chase. To give one's life a false sense of meaning. Freedom means not being forced into responding to such questions. Fair enough. If anything, that's the one I agree with the most. That's just a really dumb and simplistic way of thinking of things. You do need order. If everyone did what they want, then crimes would be, rampant. And there'd be no form of anything. I mean, just because you're free doesn't necessarily mean you have inner peace. You don't need inner peace to be free, necessarily. Not in the sense that I think they're talking about it here. I don't know. I mean, to feel true love might be freeing, but I don't think it's freedom. I don't know. I'm just remaining silent. Your thoughts on freedom are your own. You hold Wolford's gaze, but do not answer him. You feel the tension growing, but at last he breaks the silence on his own.
Veritas.
So, freedom means you can find me. Is that it? Well, I suppose it does. Perhaps you haven't spared this subject any real thought. We don't know what you think I wish to hear. No matter, I pose the question to get you to think. He then turns his attention to the whole group. Now, let me tell you all what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live life without fear. That's just already incorrect. I don't know. It's his own opinion, but I just think that's kind of dumb. Because then, so you're never going to be in fear ever in your life? You're never going to fear messing up, death, getting hurt, your loved ones getting hurt? Like, it's just kind of inconceivable and actually impossible to live your life without fear at all. And a life without fear is actually meaningless, honestly, because that would mean that there's no threat to anything and everybody's perfect, which means we're not human anymore. So it's literally impossible to be able to indulge one's curiosities, passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment or reprisal. That I agree with. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, what you choose to think, or not think. Yeah, I mean, getting arrested because you know how to read is actually wild. He looks out toward the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more. And you would be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. You would not be truly free, I think. At the least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others such as you. Yeah, that's what I've been saying from the beginning. It's like, why would you want to go back to a government that literally said, hey, you did this thing? Yeah, go to hell. Like, legitimately go to hell. That's what the downside is. It's just straight up the pits of hell. There's no other description that's apt at all. Like, I don't know how anyone could see this place and think, yep, someone deserves to get thrown down here. It's actually screwed. The government would ever do something like that. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost. Clip kind of took a while to actually load.
The patriarch. Since I have a good handful of people in the stream today, Kim, be ready to clip it. Today, I bring you from my good friend, it's your boy the bot.
I don't know why that clip took so long to load. And the 8 scribes, if they are up there still, made quite clear they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long how I wish to gather such a group that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan then is this: I keep mixing up the words. We free each other from the downside through the rights, then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. Burn down remains of the old capital of the Commonwealth. The remains stand as a warning to those who would seek to spread forbidden knowledge. Honestly, this is... Wait, now that I think about it, this is really, really similar to the Hunger Games, actually. I don't know if it drew inspiration from it or what, but just like that general... Like... There's a couple of points that are kind of similar. Like the tyrannical government, the old world, stuff being made new, stuff that's regular being outlawed, like all sorts of stuff. Like that little piece there kind of made me think of it. You know, you're plotting a revolt. Revolt. Just so, I'm asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be a part of this, nor is it in my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days here like so many others. So, any among you prefers that. If you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth as you are doing here, then speak now. Wilfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not. All of you are bound together through the rights and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom. You not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth, but together you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. Then he lets out a long breath.
Fandom X cheered. X100. Gotta show us your TRR face.
Damn.
It's been playing the same clip for Cooley this entire time. I was surprised I actually picked another one. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Walford turns toward the mountains, leaving you to consider what he said, and plot the wagon's northward path. Alright. Only one path. I don't know what you're saying. Plot the path, one going one way. Walford indicates it's the only way to reach the base of Mount Lodial. Alright, well. Fair enough, I guess. Beyond lies Mount Lodial. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. Alright. Guess we're talking. There you are, my boy. There was something I wanted to discuss with you in private. Wilfred stares at you rather intently, as if reaching out to you. And then, you do know what it means to be a reader. I don't know why I said it like that. That's so weird. Those such as we're not limited to reading pages from a book. Though, your ability in this, I sense, is nascent still. Mere flashes, uncontrollable. So just by being able to read, you can read people's minds, to a degree at least, read their emotions. Which is quite interesting. I mean, there is like magic and stuff like that. They have to freaking cast and all sorts of other stuff. and this different animal species. So it makes sense that there would be something like this. I see as well now that they haven't told you yet. Your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I'd wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group. In light of this, the answer then was plain. You simply did not know or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There's no reason they would know themselves. Then why do you say they didn't tell you? They can't tell me if they don't know. The way you worded that was just so weird, man. There's no reason they would know themselves other than Tariq should not influence your thinking in such matters. Okay, then he lied by omission because he knew that I was trying to be free myself. I'm pissed at him. Like, what the fuck? What do you mean influence my thinking? Of course I'd be influenced if I knew I would never be free, even if I helped them out. I mean, if I choose to keep going, then that's by my own will, and that's because I care about them. That would mean so much more. And I think they have a right to know as well that I wouldn't be able to go with them. They consider me part of their group. Like, that's fucked up on all accounts to not tell me. Rather, I'd expected when at first we met that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rights, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rights firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment. Right, I did say the narrator said only those who reach enlightenment will gain freedom. Only those who shall conduct the rights firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you had not gotten to that part just yet. Wilfred breaks free from you, looks at you again, then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rights. In this group values you as reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, do not think the rights can help you to return. That is what you had in mind. So once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. This journey we are on has no guarantees, not for you, nor any one of us. Do you understand? You could really just make everyone's life very difficult in terms of the dialogue. Well, and at this point, we came to do a job and we're going to see it through. Warning is of little consequence to you. You've always known those keen to warn against one course of action or another. None of it swayed you, and as ever, it affords your path. I just like reading a lot in general, and I'm trying to get better at talking. I mean, I started reading dialogue on stream at one point just to, I don't know, enhance my social skills to a degree, I guess. Because there's an awkwardness to reading out dialogue for me. But I just enjoy it. I see what you're saying, and I get why some people, this is one of the least liked and least known, I think, games of Supergiant. Just because of that, it's very, even the combat itself is very slow and methodical. But I enjoy it a lot. But anyways, welcome in, Yeti. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're well. Very well. Lack of concern is fine with me, though I do not share your outlook, as long as yours is not a lack of understanding. Know that we have much at stake here, in this anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into that Commonwealth, which cast us down here to begin with. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying watching at least. It's always nice to have a game like that where you can enjoy watching someone else play it, even if you're not very interested in that genre yourself, or you played it and you didn't like it. Stuff like that is always cool. I always enjoy stuff that I can't really get into. but watch someone else who enjoys it. Sounds like you intend to stick around. Then we have lots more time. We'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then. He strides out of the wagon then, leaving you with your thoughts. Alright. We didn't get anything. It's Sandra who wants us. Greetings to you, lovely reader. I'm at your disposal. See what she has to say. Very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. I was just standing about in the blackness of this void, thinking it would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine failed utterly to do anything but bring me peace of mind, not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch. Living on the outskirts of civilization, your days all full of training which could kill you or just cripple you for life. Ancient band of killers, trained almost from birth to carry out their missions without fail. All the sisters needed was a name, a sum of 500 soul up front. So she was an assassin, that makes sense. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Through glorious battle with the scribes? When in ceaseless sparring session with my master. But I'm not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first I welcome the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. I mean, I can imagine. You never have a childhood, and you're just an assassin for basically all the days of your life. Then suddenly you just don't have to do anything. That'd be pretty chill, but after a while you just go insane. But less than 2 centuries, why, I started to grow terribly bored. Yeah, no, any aspect of immortality or time loop or anything like that, just, I would literally, any normal human being would go insane, but 200 years by yourself, just in darkness. And she was already blind by then, probably. You know, she was already blind. So, I mean, she was probably used to seeing nothing, but still, just being by yourself with just your thoughts. After like a year, I think I'd go insane. Did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, a lot of them. But what am I saying, lovely reader? I should not bore you further with such matters. Would have bored myself to death back then, if only I could die. Honestly, I could chill here with just Sandra give me lore from the old days, like, all day. I mean, I get tired of talking at some point, but I think stuff like this is very interesting. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something often taken for granted till it is taken away. So, given your mortality, would say that we get back to business here. Alright. Let's do this. You need but ask my reader. You need but indicate who is to be my student. Already did that. That's at least rank 3. Then I guess talk to them enough. But yeah. Alright. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Hedwig. Well, you must mean that nomad boy. So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then let us bring him forth. Soon, Hedwig appears, heeded the summons. Hey, my friend, what's going on? Yeah, no, Hedwig is way too nice for his own good. I don't see how he would ever survive without someone like Jodariel or Ruki by his side. I don't see how he survived at all without them. I mean, he did get thrown into the downside, so someone either betrayed him or he messed up in some way. Well, I say messed up. Messed up in some way that this tyrannical government considers a mistake. Apparition Sandra appears, unfastens her mask. Listen well, boy. Answer to me here. Understood. You are a fool. Do not talk back to me. Reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let's see what you can do without their aid, save for that of your lovely reader there. Alright. Okay. asshole. No, you don't. You were. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, fuck you. This freaking. Nope. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? How did that miss? Okay, man. I might lose this one. No way. Come on. That's so bad. I'm doing horrible here. I jumped. It's freaking lag. Nope. Oh, come on. Regular. Hey, Lex. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, I thought I freaking threw it. Nope. What are you thinking? Oh my goodness. Ah, man. Yeah, no, I'm not winning this one. This is so bad. Goodness gracious. I don't know why this is so rough for me.
Yeah, got it. I don't got it. I don't got it.
Yeah. You're very well.
Oh shoot, I'm about to die. Well, say goodbye to Lex. Oh, I survived that? Let's go. Oh shit, wait, I can't just... What the heck? Wait, keyboard. Are you hating me because I was replacing you earlier? I was using a different keyboard than this one, but... I think it's... Not happy! Whoa! Please don't die. Oh no! Ah! No! No! This is what I get for changing keyboards. I think
Lock in.
my current keyboard is here.
What's with this lag right now? Oh my god, why did I jump? I had that. Okay. Yeah, well. She says something different when she wins. That did not go well. Pitiful. No red boys, all spark, no fire. I tell you not to waste my time, boy. The truth is that my time is there for you to waste. Summon me when you are feeling more prepared. Yeah. We're doing that again. Excellent. Another opportunity to prey upon the nomad. That's embarrassing. I usually do the best with headwind as well. I don't know what you're thinking. this lag is. No, you don't. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't very. Okay, I swear I touched that. Hey. I haven't seen you on here in a while. How's it going? I'm alright, I'm just dying a bunch to these fucking enemies. Which is really embarrassing. I'm alright. Okay, I'm just doing really bad. Okay, she just let me kill her. You don't have any homework or shit to do? Figured you'd be busy as shit. Oh right, you finished school, right? I don't know, I forgot. And today's Sunday, so yeah. My brain is fried right now. Wow. Then do something. I don't know. Alright. You don't have TikTok anymore, so you legitimately have nothing to do. Oh man. I mean, surely you do stuff other than... I wish that was a joke, but... knowing you, it's partially true. I mean, I can't really. Damn it. You watch Queso. I don't know why that's so surprising. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Okay, man. That was insane to me. Yeah, I don't really watch stuff on TikTok, so I don't really give much of a shit. But everyone is going insane about it for some reason. Okay. Lost again. I mean, I don't really watch big streamers like him. I usually just watch clips of them, of their streams, because I just can't deal with a gigantic chat like that. I don't know. Ah, okay, that makes sense. I switched to talisman. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I can't with all of that. Big streamers have chat that's just usually toxic as shit anyway, so. Vision returns, not prevail. Headwind scribe child. Could be tempted now. After he gains more enlightenment. Let's. Wait. Can I change it here? Pretty sure, yeah. Okay. Alright, well, appreciate it. Hope work is not too bad. Do I even have anything good here? That doesn't really... Really, the only thing here is this. Ah, well, that's alright. kind of just have to get good, if I'm being honest. There's hope a tiny bit, but I'm just playing really bad. Even with 50% more. I don't know, he has the most... I mean, I do have... Yeah. I have the stun really helped with her trial. And the double jump with his. Let me try one more time. Then I'll just move on. Continue with the actual story. Honestly, really bad at the combat here. I mostly do well with the specific characters. With okay. I don't know. It seemed like I died there. There we go. Okay. Actually, playing well now. Damn it. Come on. She's super slow. Just... Alright, well. Damn it. Well, have fun with that. Damn it. I can't do those plays. Yeah, no, there's a delay before you can actually... What? That's literally just how I sound. You fucking know that. Stop messing with me, man. I did not say that sarcastically. I would hope you do. Shut up, man. Threats from you sound really fucking dumb. You know I don't take you seriously. There we go. Sorry. Okay, there we go. I mean, when you literally can't even do a single push-up, I don't see how you're gonna be intimidating. We did it. Seems you did indeed, boy. Performance was sufficient. Pass my test. Man. Well, I mean, I guess to a degree. Yeah, I mean, you started this. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Not for a while. Yeah. Unfortunately for me, you are. Very unfortunate for me. Man, why is this conversation even happening right now? I don't even know what to say to be back after all that. Say, what's that you have there? Not too bad. To find their mark, Sandra and the Sisters of the Arch first had to circumvent his loyal man at arms. Stick that in your juice box. It's such a... I've literally never heard that in my life before. That's... like... I don't know what I would do if somebody ever said that to me in real life. I think I'd be too stunned to speak. They would legitimately stun lock me. Yeah, no, because that doesn't sound like something a real person would say. My goodness. Oh, man. I think that's about it. Earlier, Wolford called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he revealed some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. Alright. We may go free together yet. It's going to take time. This is only the first phase. Alright, well. Enjoy your ice cream. See you in a bit. You, Headwind, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here's how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Lodial. There to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it. The rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if he did not merely skim that chapter of the book. I barely got through the book at all, man. Like, it's not my fault. It works in some weird-ass way. They said the scribes themselves keep watch over Scribe's Gate. Alright. Love you too. Fine. Are you actually coming over, or did you just say that to be coy? Either way, it doesn't matter. But I can't tell through text. Okay, well, it's fine either way. Judgment of the scribes determines who can cross and who is sent the fast way down. Whatever, man. Afterwards, we reach the fall of Solium and meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius. I will try. Thanks. You know him when you see him. Colossalium, one of the downside's celestial landmarks. The temple, at the highest point in the downside, exists to honor the 8 scribes. Tempers, a mighty triumvirate that has been the closest rival of the Nightwings. Demon Ignarius is a notorious demon leader, one of the most feared triumvirates in the rites. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirates prevails, their somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth. Precisely, once returned, our somebody is taken in, and I skipped that too fast. Well then. Unfortunate. Whatever. Commonwealth knows about all this. The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever, and freedom from the downside is impossible. So they seem to think that they would not be taken to the Commonwealth, that they would all go together, and it would be somewhere in the continent, but not in the actual city itself. That's interesting, because they have no actual information about what goes down. Yeah, most people don't even have the luck to have a reader in the first place. Many of these details, the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets as well. So then, that's it. Climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays. For most of those participating in the rite, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed, for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall just be a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. Talk again on our way up. Wilfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vacations. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent of Mount Lodial. All right. Hey, well. Yeah, why not? Tonight is always keen to take even the barest of scraps of wisdom. Master Reader. You and Sir Gilman go over his understanding of his aura, his connection to his presence, both physical and spiritual. Discussion proves informative. Not bad. So grateful is this night for such a glorious occasion that he's given strong consideration to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. This guy is weirdly endearing sometimes. And both of them are really good. I think in general this one would be better. This nice aura, you've surely seen it, no? Cascades like a flowing waterfall. Alright. There's nothing to speak with anyone about, but... Okay. Well, let's keep going. Haven't even done a single freaking... right. Here before you lies Mount Lodial, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Companions gather round again before Wilfred stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air, the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions now. I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. There's only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be? Go on now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madam? That I can explain. Seeing the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rights. What is it that they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in selling and sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. I didn't even really know that. Either they said that and I just didn't pay attention, or this is the first time we're hearing about this. So when Empire fell, they were exiled here. They came back, and then they brought back the Empire. And you know, that's exactly like Hunger Games, actually. Different setting, but it's still the same concept. This is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I've been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. It took someone with a certain faith, creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be headwind over there. He was tasked with seeking 2 trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then why you? Because I have reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rights of you, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Head is beginning to spin. You could excuse yourself or keep listening. Yeah, no, I'm... Continue listening. Well, for its explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much what he's willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Drudario raises her voice again. Hold. You mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know. Why us? Why are we, among all the others, chosen for this liberation rite? On blooded moon at the fall of Solium, exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. The anointed champion shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory. Book of Rights. Ah, I see. Well, that's simple really, madam. You're chosen, we're qualified, I should say, because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain. Though in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the 8 created the rites, each of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf, exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. So all these are the original ones, they just have different members now. Vindictive triumvirate have conducted many liberation rites in the past, but seldom prevailed. Lendel the liar. The 8 scribes also formed a special group against which all the others would be judged. Right, because they don't... See, everyone fights us, but they don't fight each other. So we're essentially the champions, and they're the challengers, to a degree, as I understand. That group they call the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you see. The others erstwhile jockey for position, for a chance to take you on. Okay, so they do fight each other, but the main course is us. So we're essentially the finale. That shows whether they get to keep going or not. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, deny it also to your adversaries. That's so fucked. We could just be assholes and just never show up. Because both parties have to agree to the... They have to be at the specific place, at the specific time, and agree to the fight. Because those are the rules. Victory means nothing in common right then. Participation is all that matters. Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may gain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, who do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites, but these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free, yet still the other triumvirates pressed on with the fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. That's so messed up. They just disappeared and then nobody could be free for who knows how many decades or centuries. I can't imagine that. That sounds so horrible. None of these places in the downside seem at all hospitable or livable. So the fact that anybody survived down here for this long is kind of crazy. There's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Wolfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up to the mountain, present you with some options. Alright. Emperor's Fall, pathway, outskirts of Mount Melodios, nameless lower summits. Pamtha expects some long lost valuables to be stashed here. Emperor's Ascent, a gap through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Elodial. Faye believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. She's usually been right, but I will go through the fall. Join Pamela on her brief expedition to find anything value dropped by those who tried to scale the mountain but did not succeed. Wait, I shall be joining you. What? Now I get 2 chaperones? But sure, I'm game. Whatever you wingless are into. That just sounds gross. Don't fucking call me that. Jesus. I'm like, that's just entirely based on what body parts I don't have. It's just like, I don't like that at all. Man, I forgot how much of an asshole she was, honestly. It's part of her charm, but like, man, she's really not. I mean, she's freaking Harpy at the end of the day, but expected a bit more. Be silent, little bird, and fetch those trinkets and be done. For once, I agree with Judario. My, so full of bitterness, really ought to make the most of these last precious moments that we share. You're not easy to get along with. The fact that she's actually upset is kind of funny to me. She's not making herself easy to get along with at all. Like, you know damn well you're a bitch. Like, stop pretending like you're not egging people on. You know that your kind and her kind literally fight to the death, have been in war for centuries, and you're still making comments about shit? Like, that's on you. Like, either own that shit up or shut the fuck up. It's really not that complicated. I don't know. Seems unnecessary. You ought not to mince your words. Oh please. Oh no, you're going to be the first one out of here, so why not quit your constant frowning for a change? Is that why she's pissed off? Because she's jealous or something? Goodness gracious. I, the first one out of here? Of course, it's plain the others pity you. You've been here longer than the rest of us by far. Besides, maybe that Wolfred, though he seems plenty happy here, making his speeches. How dare you? How dare you to presume nothing is decided as of yet? Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Though by some coincidence you do end up selected for the honor, I just want you to know something. I truly hope, truly from the bottom of my heart, do hope we shall prevail on your behalf. Because that way, you shall be free, for me at least, and I in turn shan't have to suffer any longer your hideous attitude towards me and everything. I mean, like, y'all are not good people at all. You're kindly massacred hers, so at that you intervene. Dario's eyes burn with fury, then she calms herself. I get it's complicated, but it's just like, I don't know, it's such a tricky situation. I shall see you at the wagon reader. Pamela scoffs as Dario storms off. Did I just not read this? She's outcasted by her people because she betrayed them. Then she's hated by the Commonwealth because she's part of the enemy. And she's not really making an effort to be on good terms with either side. It's like, you're kind of fucking it all up for yourself. I swear, that one. While moving on, something sparkling down there. Be right back. It's like, do you not know I literally throw you under the bus in a second for Jadario. You are not. You are not that girl. Don't act like I wouldn't fucking throw you out of here immediately. There's no competition here. I'm sorry. There just isn't. Till she gets her fucking act together. She's bottom of the barrel. I think I was remembering her from when she stops being such a bitch. Perhaps the soon returns to something that lay long forgotten in the rocks below. Well, at least she got something good. Fleck of start of shaped rock falling from the heavens. Its very shape tempts you to give it a good toss. Why not? At long last. I think I'll try to do one thing for each of the Drownbirds. I've done one for Headwind. Basically everyone except for Jadario for some reason. The worm surges toward the water of the waters of the cistern, so I had to join him for a brief excursion there after another hard day's ride. Find him in a shallow pool, appearing very much contented. This night, he thought he may never again feel fresh water's cool caress against his scales. He sighs, splashing about from time to time. Then he turns his attention over to you. You, Master Reader, are most kind, to take with you this wayward knight. He swears to prove himself to you and to the rest. He knows that soon now someone may go free, knows the choice of whom may weigh. He knows the choice of whom may weigh upon you heavily indeed. For it is you who ought to make the choice, is that not so? The night he heard it from the others, so it must be true. Now listen, please, upon what little honor this knight has. This knight's penance isn't yet complete. There's much atoning to be done. So when rises the occasion to decide who ought to go free, this knight wants you to know something. Please do not choose him, not even if you wish, not even if you can. He begs of you, allow this knight that simple dignity. With that, Shoguman sinks into the waters. His will taves to you to leave him be for now. Sir Gilman does not believe that he deserves his freedom yet. I don't know, it repeats the chime sometimes. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate with a single narrow trail to the summit. Narrows even more, falls under an archway carved of stone. I haven't really talked to Tariq in a little while here. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together much how we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq. Yeah, here's where. I actually haven't been in the spotlight for a while. Because it's been a long while since we talked with him or seen him at all. Please follow me. Moving his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. The last of your companions nears the arch. You notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tariq? It is. Greetings, Celeste. She watches over Scribe's Gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. And how is your rest? Too long, Celeste. Seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Aye. Then let's make this quick. She gestures toward the rest of you. Now, each of you, in turn, state who you are, what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Headwind the Deserter. I've come seeking freedom for myself and for my companions. In any case, so I can return to be with the one whom I love. Right. I'm starting to kind of remember what most of them did. I think I learned most of their crimes, but it makes sense that his crime would be deserting. It fits him. The one bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next. I'm regarded by the name of Ruki Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my chums, preferably go see Mama back home. I'm Captain Jodario. I do not truly know as yet what I'm seeking here. Yeah, I think she also deserted protecting him. You know, they served together, if I remember correctly. Or, no, I think hers was different. It was something to do with, like, she didn't want to kill the young of the remnants. Like, they were killing kids and stuff like that, but she didn't want to be part of that. She refused her orders or something. Something along those lines, if I remember. We'll probably learn later. Oh, my name is Faye. Faye, and I'm here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. Must be them, because if not, then who? Tizo seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy, maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Yeah, and I'm not treating Tizo. Like, that's for sure. I'm sorry, but I don't even think he belongs up there. He's a interesting character, but like, I'm gonna focus on people who actually have family up there, and will be useful. Dragoman of the Sea Dominion at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Pamela Thane, I'm only here because my sister's here. Then, as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. You, I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You're not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you, I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see and state why you are here, as have the others. My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side, and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you. There's no one left to go. You're just a crippled scholar. When they learned you knew the old ways, they came for you. You could not run far. Just an old farmhand. Your youth is gone, but your thirst for knowledge earned you a trip to the downside. Nonetheless, just a war orphan. Years of strife between the Commonwealth and the Highwing remnants afflicted you since birth. Do not know who you are. Try as you might, you cannot make out the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. Yeah, didn't it say something about us not remembering stuff? To a degree? I swear it said that in the beginning, but why not? You cannot, for the life of you, recall a time before arriving in the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your mind. Perhaps you wanted to forget the place. The one, called Celeste, continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. You want true freedom? You wish to return to the Commonwealth, to live out your days there, doing as you please, not help your friends. You wish to do whatever it takes to see your fellow exiles regain their freedom. You want revenge. Commonwealth, which casts you down into the downside, cannot be forgiven. You want to see what happens. All you expect is that the outcome of this whole ordeal is going to be interesting. Companions you have met here have helped you to survive, to find the kinship in the downside. Your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goals. That's all you wish for now. The woman regards you for a time and nods once, waves all of you bye. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here, go forth with glory. And Tariq, I, Celeste, be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back. He does not look back at her. What is with that sound? Okay. That's strange. Whatever. Here we are. On the top of Mount Elodial, you see the distant downside before you. You think on the many thousand leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. I wonder how many days it's actually been. It feels like it's been like less than a week, but with game time, you can never really know. Jadaria appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she's already in her raiments. Hedwyn soon joins her. Soon joins her, also looking ready. Any signs of Ruki? None as of yet. Complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar then. I'm certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The 3 of you exchange glances. Nothing is said or needs to be said. Soon, if Alfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Hey, what I'd missed? Am I late? Is it starting? It's starting. This fucking dude. Easy, rookie. You got a little time. It isn't starting yet. I fear your struggles with your mask, Greentail. Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash it. My English is just horrible today for some reason. Just had to smash it repeatedly against the wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there for good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting here, like soon. By dawn, in fact, if all goes well. If all goes well, that's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just, we might be breaking up the band here, people. If one of us gets out. That's been bugging me a while now. I thought we all were getting out of here at once. He shoots a look at you. Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all. Hedwyn slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the 4 of us, all getting out of here. Care about the others too, I do. We've been here from the start. I want you to know, my promise is to you. I believe you'll do the same for me. You know, for sure these 3 are getting out, like guaranteed, there's no question about it. I do think that there's a way to get the player character out. I did look it up because I wanted to know, and there's only 7 people you can actually rescue in total, so it's obviously gonna be 4 of us if I could find the way to rescue myself. And then the other 3 would probably be Volfred, Pamitha, and Faye, or no, probably, if he's ready, Sir Gilman. If I can't find the way to free myself, then it'd be Faye and Sir Gilman. So it's like this. If any one of us gets out, great, but it's just a start. I'm going to do whatever it takes there on the other side to make it so that the rest of us can get back too. What, you think they're going to build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? I don't know what it's going to take. I just know we have to try. Rodario turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you, to reassure herself. Rookie nods his head in turn, and Hedwin's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn towards the door. The fall of Solium awaits. Vital step in your quest for freedom. Yet you feel in your heart that it shall only be the first. Not bad. Let's read this page. The Imp Haub and I, we helped to save my emperor. When the danger did subside, my emperor Solium he said something to me, which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Golothanian, so that I may yet have mine. You too now are in exile of the downside. In all the days which I have left, I never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So if I cannot do so in this life, then I shall do it in the next. We crossed the land together, and together with the imp, we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did." Very interesting. River frost, so cold it can burn the skin, keeps the wagon cool and food fresher longer. It's a very interesting story, all of them. So yeah, I think I'll free Rookie first. I did it that way. I don't know, because there's still a lot more to be done with Jordario and Pamitha. I want to see the resolution of their struggles. And Hedwin still, I think, has some stuff to get done. And I think Hedwin is just too useful in terms of his powers. And I think Jordario would be plenty sad if she says she'll be fine with it, but I know she'll be sad. Same thing with Jordario. And also want to finish up their little dispute. I don't want them to leave with bad blood. It's also the achievement to get. Like, Rookie is part of the 4 that I want to get out first. See if I can talk to Sandra real quick. This place where you currently reside must be Mount Elodial, is it not? This was where those blasted scribes decided what to do with me. I'd already failed in my mission to eliminate the demon Solium. I did not anticipate his retinue, you see. They took me and some of my beyonders alive, though do not expect to see account of that in their good book. Whether it was for mercy or for spite, I never became certain. They probably presumed that my expulsion for eternity would eventually have taught me some respect for them, but no, not yet. Not yet. Well, I do not mean that really. The scribes did spare my life, and were it not for that, I would never have been thusly trapped. So then, enjoy your company, O lovely reader. Now, I've met my quota of blaspheming for the time. I think it best that we resume the normal sort of business between us, if there's any to speak of, and good hunting at the precipice. May you soon raid the downside of some useless idiot. You know where to find me. Yeah, Sandra's just too. She's one of my favorite characters for sure. Just, hey guys, just so you're aware and all, I know how come you're here. How come you made it all the way up here? Oh, I know, alright. You're here because I got the lowest prices and all the downside, am I right? Some of the new stuff I got in stock, gonna get a lot of value there, an awful lot. Not bad. Don't really want it though. Pleasure doing business with you guys. So, yeah. All right. Let's go. Is everyone prepared, Headwind? Let me actually get ready here. Probably just actually go use the bathroom real quick. Yeah, no, I'll be back in a little bit. Alright. came back just in time then. Appreciate the raid lids vids.
Stuns Cacao, but switches out to avoid it.
Hope everyone's doing well. Literally about to start my first liberation, right? You guys came just in time. I hope everyone's doing alright today. Right, I forgot Sunday's here. Sunday's where you play the multiplayer. Appreciate it. Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. Right, I forgot to have pre-roll on. Not sure if anyone's even. I don't remember how long I have the ads on for. Need but ask. So that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers in the right this night. What happens if we fail? Hedwin, my boy, don't you see? Path to freedom and the path to enlightenment, one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. Let me see, actually. I'm not really sure, actually. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall end up going free. Okay, that's good to know. Because I have the pre-roll on, but I think I have it to the least duration that it can be. I should actually check that. Let me be much more upfront with you. Instead of one of you, it's as simple as that. What then is to be done? Very seem as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity, make the most of it. Tonight, our plan is set in motion, united in our cause. We shall look as ever toward the stars for guidance and seize upon our future chances just as they arise. Right, 18%. Wilfred's ambitious plot to spark a revolution, the Commonwealth as peacefully as possible. That's, yeah, no. Peacefully is not going to work, unfortunately. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It's time to take great strides along the path. Well, here we go. Gotta free my boy Rookie. I forgot how annoying this rate is. I know Ignarius is a pain in the ass to deal with, so yeah. Welcome on in, everybody. I don't usually do intros for raids, but
since last the Nightwings gained
probably
the
should.
summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium.
Let me just let this
You
lemon
are
talk.
to be commended for your guidance, reader, but only if you can prevail in this liberation rite. Here you stand to gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction. Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
Yeah. Welcome on in. I feel so weird doing a fucking intro. I don't really do it. Every other streamer I see does it. I'm Indigo132. I do mostly indie streams, indie games. Currently playing a replay of Pyre, Hades, and Sunblaze. I mean, I try other games out, but I basically only stream indie games. That's just what I enjoy. But I try to speedrun some games from time to time, some achievement hunting. Try to keep it, different variety of games, platformers, all that stuff, but I play the games that I enjoy. Yeah, again, welcome on in. Hope everyone's doing well today. Should be going for another like 4 hours at least. Feel a lot better than I have my last few streams. At least not tired as shit. The pyres burn. Each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. Pyres burn. Each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the tempers, come forth now, declare yourself, pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. You know who I am already? Look at what we got here. Damn Nightwings decided to show up. And almost figured we were never going to see the day again. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. Hey, you. He indicates to Dario. She scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in these damn robes. Dario's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to move her mask, just as her adversary asked. Satisfied? Whoa, you must be new. Jodario soon puts her mask back on. I feel bad for her. Enough talk. Ha, I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only shame is I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy beating you. I should rather cut out my tongue. Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind, we gotta stick together. Now come on. Norius throws his mask back on as his allies snarl out the rest of you. Really don't like this guy. Oh great, he does plus 30 damage. Oh no, was that plus 30 health to his pyre? I forget. The Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct this rite. The lone minstrel gets your attention in a subtle way. Reader, this is it. The first companion whom you choose shall be anointed to go free this very night if you prevail. Other two in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. Right, because it is 3. I forgot. I was thinking it was going to be 1-on-1, but it's the regular rites, just one person chosen. As you may know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, what have your decision? Alright.
Who most deserves their freedom?
Wait, really? I can't. Damn it. I didn't even. I was trying to get Rookie, but I guess not. So it's not 3, it's like 3.5. I didn't know that. Oh man. That's really rough. But I guess we're losing Headwind. So I want to get the achievement for Jodario and Pamathon. I mean, Gilman literally asked us not to.
Headwind.
Not to. Free him. Aye, if you insist. Then the Gate Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well. And under the watch of the 8 scribes, hear the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Headwind the Deserter shall be liberated. Should the Tempers prevail, the exile Ignaria shall go free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate to strive alongside Headwind the Deserter and see to his returning glory?
Who shall lend him support?
And obviously he's got to be
Jodariel.
his teammates. Very well, let us prevail here and see this through.
Rookie.
Sure, no pressure, right, chum? Yeah,
It is
no pressure
done.
at all. I'm gonna have to really play properly. Very well, 8 scribes, accept your choices. Reader of the Nightwings. I don't know why that was so weird. Felt weird to read. She then indicates to the lone minstrel. Now, are you prepared? Are you yourself prepared to read? Aye, Celeste. Then let us all begin. Alright. Nightwing's been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me. Oh, he has a freaking bog dweller. This is great.
Commence.
Oh man. Yeah, it's plus 30 health. Cool. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay. You guys are really bad at this. This is normal difficulty, but still. I expect a lot more from them. Okay, that was done with me. Oh, come on. I thought... It looked like it hit him, but... Oh my goodness, what am I doing? That was so bad. Oh man, playing on keyboard is so awkward, man. Nope. Oh, come on. At least he didn't fall for that. Why would you go forward like that? You know, I don't like it. Okay. I was very lucky. You good for nothing, Nightwings. Skip out on us for years and years, then show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. Now we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it. I used to be the best at this, at least. But now, pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. I doubt you'd even recognize me anyway. Come on, Nightwings. See you keep this up. Okay. Okay. No, you don't. You did that to... Yeah, no. Oh, come on. Okay.
Quenches the flame.
Man.
Didn't see it coming. Banishment for all. A pyre
Okay.
stricken from afar.
Come on, I got this.
Zap. No sign of the tempers for the time.
Just one more.
With force of will.
It's gotta be Headwind to finish it off.
No more than a lick of flame remains. All banished.
And jump it.
There it is.
Come
At
on.
last.
Bit bad
The
for
Nightwings
a bit there,
proved
but
their worth.
I got it.
As for their adversaries, they did not.
Appreciate it. Yeah, no.
Thus ends the liberation
I remember it
rite.
being a bit harder than that.
And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free.
I didn't want to liberate Headwind just yet,
Absolved
but
of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
God, what a joke. We should have had this. We should have. I swear it was harder. I think I had a harder time my first time I played this. You should have had this. Got all rusty. You've been waiting so damn long. Damn it. Damn it. Nightwings, seeing you around, I guess. Next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. We'll see about that. We did it. Yes, we did. Then, just that means we have to go. I have to go. I broke my vow to him that we would all go free together. Reader, my friend, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? Bro, calm down. I literally chose you, man. I wouldn't free you if you didn't deserve it. But Connie, wait for me. Wait for me. Someone for whom Hedwyn cares deeply, they were separated, the Commonwealth. And I don't think I ever learned about her my first go around. She remained silent for a moment longer, then listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there's anything at all that I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I'm going to find it and I'm going to do it. I don't doubt it. He's definitely one of my favorite characters. I don't know. He's just so... It's kind of basic for like a empathetic character in general, but I don't know, I just always loved that type of character. At the very least, I'll do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you come join me back at home, it'll be a better place for all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you, all of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight into the shimmer pool. His voice is audible but growing faint. A seldom seen celestial phenomenon linking the downside back to the Commonwealth. Thus, beneath a blood moon, the Sclorian waters rise for but a moment, only to fall again. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader, everyone, goodbye. Till we see each other. Man, he was one of the best.
Godspeed, Hedwyn.
I'm gonna have to play really good.
Scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
I just got his freaking, the legendary talisman and everything. Utter nonsense, all of this, that we have come this far. Fortune alone cannot be the cause. I mean, it's not. Let's see, what do I want? Oh, that's actually... I think this is just too good. Yeah, no, that's actually pretty sick.
Until the rites begin anew.
All right. After your victory over the Tempers, the Liberation Rite, return to your wagon, decide how to proceed from here. Going to miss that guy. He's quieter now, but hey. We'll see Hedwyn again if we persevere. Journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. Hey, what about the stars? They don't seem to wait around for us. About that, reader, go see for yourself. Right, here now we can choose who we want to face. The night sky over Mount Melodio is much darker than you would have expected. Thoughts are with Hedwyn as you look towards the heavens. Let's see. Forget who the first two are. Interesting. You search the sky. You search and search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. Stars revealed nothing, did they not? Confirm his suspicions. It's as the book foretells. This is a chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. It's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn, and when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. Alright. Following Headwind's liberation, you find Wolfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my boy. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all of this. Not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Headwind there. Ours is, admittedly, somewhat desperate plan. 26%. It was vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking how well Headwind served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I were unsure of him at first, common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rights. But in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot, someone like him, sincere, determined, with loyal friends, and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a short time. For every faith that he shall strive on our behalf now in the Commonwealth. It is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wolfred speak a little more of Headwind for now. We left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. Pretty sure that was up to the book.
Simte Paroshen. Temple Agitensa.
Yeah, it just doesn't show him at all. We'll see what everyone's doing. She's working out. I wonder if that's just a regiment that she does every time, or she's upset the Headwind's gone. Alright. Now we go down. Good morning, my boy. That place I noted earlier, let me illuminate the way. Alright. Small landing on the dark side of the Sacred Mountain. Wolfred indicates you can await the next cycle of the rites here. Wolfred leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about, you see a variety of strange items and equipment. There's be a lot more talking now. You find Wolfred seemingly lost in thought, then he turns to you. Greetings, reader. Swaggart and I, we've many memories together. I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my plan may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there's something that you wish to know, you need but ask. I don't know if I can get all of them or just one. I think this is the most interesting one for me. You expressed interest in knowing more of how the Nightwings came to be here and Wolfred's past connection to the group. I've been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me in a manner so I understand quite like how Headwind and the others found you. Back then it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Orissa and another known as Oralek. Former exile of the Nightwings. I don't think I ever learned about these. I knew that there was another group, but I don't think I learned about them. Once in a while, we let little Tizo stand with us as well. He's rather older than he looks. The other triumvirs we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given right. But there was a terrible accident. Orissa, we lost her. And Orlek, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Elodiel. We lost him as well on the night when he was to be free. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blame the rights themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, yet this was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. After the black wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, and towards a different purpose. That's all I wish to say of this, my boy. Oh, we'll see if he answers this question. He asked Walfred about his past in the Commonwealth, how it is he came to be in the downside. How rather forward of you, my boy. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history for one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. I owned and operated one. A legal invention, allowing written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. In 617 AS. Wonder what that stands for. The Commonwealth was under siege from within as anti-theocratic propaganda quickly spread. AS. After Saul? I don't even think of it too literally. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the high-wing remnants. I spoke the truth about it all with my machine, under pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while. And not for long enough, here in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, researching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and short of it. Now then, was there anything else? Why not? Might as well get all of them. He asked Wilfred about his history with the Lone Minstrel, who seems to know quite well. Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much how you've seen. How old is this dude? Although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then. If you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rights and the Nightwings. I've tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. He doesn't really seem human. I don't know. Like, maybe he's just strange. I mean, everyone's strange here, but like, he legitimately doesn't look. I don't know. Though it is plain that he's not from around here. Yeah, no, clearly. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. Lost track of him for some time. It was he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental in our meeting. It's good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? Nope. Thank Walfred for his time and bid him a good rest of the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader, be well. Alright. Yeah. It's only really important moments that she talks. Alright, let's keep going. Everyone, the amenities are modest here at the Moonlight Alcove. I suggest you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. Many years, Wilfred smuggled supplies and furnishings to well-hidden locale. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now, to be ready by when you need it next. The mountaintop, you can see all across the downside. It's impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. That's kind of terrifying. So you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop, quiet solitude, anticipating when the next cycle, when the cycle of the rites begins to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. Earn back their freedom one by one. Many moons pass. Oh, just straight up months. I think moons is months. Or is it weeks? It's more than days for sure. Because I think moons is like the cycles of the moon, which takes weeks. So yeah, I think it's a couple weeks at least. It's not like a month or two. One evening, might have a moment, reader. Let me just search it up, actually. Pretty sure it's weeks. 'Cause I know the phases of the moon take a while. Hmm. Hmm. Months. Okay, makes sense. The minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites, as has been your leaning through your stay at this abode. Begging your pardon, but there's something you may wish to see. Please follow me. Guessing the stars. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader, sir. Stars shine like you have never seen. Once more, the path towards salvation is revealed. Now something is different. Alright. Right, yeah. Multiple. I don't feel like fighting those guys again. Each prior time you search the stars, they show to you a single path. Now several rights avail themselves to you at once. Alright. Well, I do want to get this stuff done with Ruki. Why not? Starge urge. We go to the pit of Melith, a long way off. Wolford, sir, how are we to reach the pit of Melith in due course of time? You know, for Wolf Tariq, preparations are complete. Think you see the lone minstrel smile, ever faintly, cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather the belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. Shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. Cycle begins anew. As the years advanced, you find there ought be fewer rights this time, till once more we are to traverse Scribe's Gate. Exactly how many, it is difficult to say. Our next chance at liberty ought present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader. Companions have not traveled far from Moonlight Alcove, where the news soon spreads throughout the group. Alright, I'm not even in the black wagon yet. The next morning, Wolford calls everyone together before the black wagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. Bertrude's aid escorted you across the sea to me. Now shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. Now we can fly. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. It looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose various intricate components once hidden from view. You are the Nightwings. You should travel under a customary way. He turns to you, indicating levers, devices marked with symbols for the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something. This is pretty cool. Alright. After having soared into the sky, the black wagon remains aloft somehow. By the Underking. Oh, by the scribes. Impossible. The Nightwings sail the skies again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. There's one catch. The downside provides few locales suitable for landing, though we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near to where we're going. Then we'll make way by land or sea toward our destination. Now, without further ado, let's proceed. Now we can just go wherever we want to. Pleasure to encounter you within the skies themselves on Nightwings. They deliberately crashed into us, Father, yet you still address them in such cordial manner. Now, Almar, I'm certain this was an honest accident. Appears no lasting damage has been done. Yeah, no, I mean, I do kind of have to crash into them. I didn't think it would actually crash. Please take the helm, as I shall go and start to pick up all the falling artifacts we shook free walls after the impact. Perhaps some of the old heirlooms may yet be repaired with adhesive drawn from certain flora. We may find a long and difficult quest. Damn you, Nightwings. You stay away from us. Everyone hates us. Now, what is this? Why does it show like there's someone there, but can't really talk to him? Like, that's where we would have fought the other. They're on the ground. We can't really interact with them. Something about the strange island you see below draws your attention. Best to avert your gaze from the Isle of Kelmer. Even the skies themselves ought to avoid the place let us fly on. Right. They're all just kind of chilling. Not much to do, but just go straight to my destination. As you soar above the waters of Worm Gulf, notice Sir Gilman sidle up to you very slowly. We are very, 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 very high above the waters. This knight is not mistaken. This knight's brethren lurk beneath the surface there, numbers untold. Fortunately, if we were to come crashing to the surface now, then this knight, why, he would receive a watery burial, the custom of his kind. It's not gonna happen, but I don't blame him for being scared. Gloom hangs thick above the pit of Malith, and all around it, you are brave to seek your adversaries here again, reader. Many in the downside believe it to be nothing other than a foul den. They take the tales of Yislak, astral-born to be mythology, embellished through retelling over time. Star Titan sealed away by the scribe Molten Malith. It saps upon despair and fear and doubt on lands such as our own. You've met others, such as Witch Umuld, who believe otherwise, although, whichever their beliefs, I know of none who would go near the place unless the stars demanded it. Thus shall your coming right against the dissidents take place in complete secrecy, as always the rights have. Below, amid the desolation of flagging hands, you see big Virtudes, from which you first embarked by sea. You wonder how its venerable proprietor is faring. I'm certain that big Virtude must have left a strong impression on you all. She's not easy to forget. I've known her since before my exile, or hers. She's been here a long time. Send my agents to repay her for assisting you, and to send her our regards. The old wagon must have been in need of some repairs. Yeah. I mean, if he's as old as I think he is, then yeah, it's been like a couple centuries at least. One minstrel knows of a morbid yet potentially lucrative task along this route. You sense the presence of your adversary Tamatha here, and may learn of a recent activity. Interesting. And I'll do some vocations. You return to the dismal region known as Flagging Hands. Straight away, you sense an air of dread. You cling to hope that you can make your stay as brief as possible. You and the others check the wagon from top to bottom for any signs of wear. Tamatha double checks the air brakes, reports that they are working as expected. Dardario finds the cabin pressurizer acting up again, causing her concern. A swift kick makes the problem go away for now, leaving you all with some time to yourselves before the day is done. Nonetheless, the dismal environs soon take their toll on everyone. Of course. Sorghum? Okay. Sir Gilman is shivering there after the black wagon's maiden voyage to the skies. Master Reader, this knight is very, very slightly out of sorts is all. He merely appears terrified. He assures you that his seeming cowardice is but an optical illusion in this case. Penalta overhears and joins you. Flank's not for everyone, Sir Knight. This knight heartily concurs, though how anyone at all can stand it, he has yet to understand. Well, let's see. What's it like to swim the waters of the Sea Dominion? Ah, those glorious murky waters, engulfed in hideous warfare, to be sure, otherwise adored, to cut across, to feel the coolness of the waves beneath one's gill slits, and the like, though this knight is now accustomed to his life above the surface. Flying is just the same, Sir Knight. Resist those of us not born to it. I, in turn, have wondered what your seas are like. The thought of swimming fills me with disgust. Though I haven't had to swim, and you not have to fly, it's very brave of you, and you handled it better than some harp fledglings I've met in my day. You'll get used to it. She departs. You sense Sir Gilman is feeling better after each change. See, if she can be like that more, I won't dislike her so much. Waking wood wisps. The wisps inside provide a scarce bit of light when it is needed, all for a low monthly fee. Grius stone exhibits a flagrant disregard for natural law, thus providing light entertainment. Interesting. Let's read this. Do the trial. Oh, damn. Didn't expect this much. Once I too, roamed free, remember well those days in which I was called chief, traveled all the world over my 4 good paws, and I was well adored. I wanted to grow stronger. Here at last I have. I shall not mince my words. This place either shall harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. You share the exile's plight. My charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you for a little bit. Sting of it for you a little bit. Excuse me. And to prolong your stay, only for as long as needed. Your charge is to return. You call this place the downside for a reason, but in time, here you can learn to eat, to seek out shelter, and to find a certain beauty in unlikely places. We're getting a lot more here. Malith, huh? Years upon long years we spent distilling life essence from many things, which all once rise under the auspices of their mortality, to wear ourselves cut short. In this we have no regrets, for we learned much, and so we think did they. We earned the title witch, and were first forced to flee into the downside. Here we encountered Solimer, and soon we gained an understanding of each other. He bade us circumnavigate these lands and catalog our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. He wished to yield benefit to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both then. Beyond the valley lies the Flagging Hands, which could be called a swamp, but an entire sea could merely be a lake. Soon after our arrival, several of us fell into a dark despair. Such were their environs. I found it rather fascinating, though. It held aspects reminiscent of the southern bogs we dwelt in as a tad. We grew accustomed to the dampness of the air, and grew to savor certain twigs and beetles. It can be said the Flagging Hands are an acquired taste, recommendable only for those of our same bent, or perhaps the downsized native imps. The sea surrounded the environs on 3 sides, appearing insurmountable at first. Gaining the summit of the sacred Mount Melodio involved no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery, in varying proportion. The mountain's energies were palpable, the sensation we felt indescribable. The lands we stood upon were closer to the stars than to the world we knew. It was upon this highest point in all the downside that we first made efforts to concoct this tome, which you now read. It was there that we were stricken with a vision, the cycle of the rites, and felt, together, for the first, a sense of freedom unlike any we experienced before. That is a subject which our comrades shall illuminate in greater detail. So this is Golothanian talking, the human. This is the Kerr talking, the witch, and this is the tree sap. Does it say who talks here? Because there's 9 in total. This is only 8. Alright, no, it is the 8 scribes. Like, because the Emperor himself is included. This is the imp and then the harp, so it's just Solium would be the demon, because Golgothanin is a nomad. Let me actually see. Alright, we still need the oh no, she has the same mask as Hedwyn did, but who else? Definitely a worm, but we haven't seen a worm. You feel kinship with the stars. You're everything to them. Perhaps one day, even your freedom. I chased the stars across the river with my genealogy till they led me here. Demanded they explain to me the paradox of knowledge. For how is it that something can be shared but still contained within ourselves in its entirety? Stars did not respond, but sent me on a quest. I sought the 9 landmarks which they revealed to me, so that someday I would reveal their mysteries to you. These landmarks, emissaries of the stars, are 9 lenses through which we see the land and see ourselves in a new light. Much can be said about the Sisters of the Arch, whom we banished to the great beyond for deeds irredeemable. Suffice it that the details of their banishment are written in this book. The sisters in the book became inseparable, not unlike the stars, their light, and the infinite darkness that engulfs them. The stars communicate to you, and in turn, the stars communicate to us, and you, in turn. The words are within this book are but an edifice, a simple surface. Look past the text to the hidden meaning, to the hidden power. Stars above, as they are not mere lights, these are not mere words. You chance upon the Sisters of the Arch within their prism there, give them our thanks. At first I found it much too difficult to read, much less to write, even to grasp the quill. But the Horned One, Myrrh, implored me. He said this is the greatest gift that he could give me in return. In return for what? I asked. In return for his life, he said. But I did not save your life, I said. You did, he said. We fight about this still. Myrrh is stubborn more than I. Now, herein, and by his leave, I chronicle the 9 triumvirates. For I am of this land, unlike the rest who wish to leave. We knew not everyone who could leave who wanted. Seldom would the opportunity arise. Thus did we organize those striving for their chance into 9 sets of 3. That's interesting. He called the Beyonders a triumvirate and sustained the others' efforts, yet I am beholden to describe them here. A pack of bandits, loosely organized under the Sisters of the Arch, who traveled all this way into my land to take the Horned One's life, to kill my friend, Myrrh. We thwarted them, we had them at our mercy. Mercy had become imperative to Myrrh. We spared their lives, banished them to the darkness, far beyond these lands. Now and forever, the Beyonders cling to a beholden duty to confront the true triumvirates whenever they so choose, so that whenever the true triumvirates clash, shall be to their fullest extent. It's interesting that she's the one talking about Commonwealth. We the 8 assembled here together in the downside, gave our freedom so that you may yet have yours. It is an exchange we have not lightly made. It's my charge to ensure that you, should you regain your freedom, first off recognize its qualities and also use it wisely. I not need a pair of wings in order to be free. My own wings, I once thought that they could take me anywhere, and then they took me here where I am bound. It's your charge to be free, and not to make the same mistakes spring from here and learn from what we did, and build a new and great society, a free society, wings spread wide for everyone. Interesting. What does she have to say? My best friend in all the world, come to visit me again. Does it make you uncomfortable, perhaps, that I should call you thus? Perhaps you think that you do not know me very well, but I know you just fine. You feel a great deal to me when you come visit me like this. I'm not the only one who can sense things in others, you know. She laughs to herself. One learns to read a bit when forced to suddenly appear within the book for 837 years or so. Especially if one is wont to pry a little, you understand. For it gets rather boring here. I know all about you, common wanderer who vowed to help his friends be free again, only to end up spending all his time talking to apparitions stuck in a stone. Oh, I know about your loves, or lack thereof, about your private pastimes, certain habits you may be somewhat loath to admit. Fear not, of course. I use this special knowledge only as a means to entertain myself, I think. And if you don't like it, why, just keep your distance like so many of your predecessors. As for the other beyonders, they are as wraiths to me as I must seem to all these idiots, to all those idiots with whom you consort. Cannot confide as easily in my own kind as I am able to confide in you. But I suppose that I have said too much. Thank you as ever for the visit, giving me a lot to think about, more than you know. You really don't even talk. It's really just her yapping every time. She laughs again softly. Let's go. Good, just as I was beginning to feel more bored even than usual. Yeah, no, it's quicknesses. You got Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Sir Gilman. You think that dimwit of a worm has any chance? Perhaps you are correct, though I put little stock in him myself. Though, let us bring him forth. Soon Sir Gilman appears, key to the summons. Master Reader, is this knight perhaps in trouble for something? This dude thinks like so lowly of himself. That person, Sandra appears, unfastens her mask. Listen, well, worm, answer to me here. As you will, your highness. Your highness, I like the sound of that. The flattery shall get you nowhere here. Demonstrate your competence to me then, worm. You shall have to do it mostly on your own, though under the guidance of your lovely reader. Trust you are prepared. Of course, your highness, this knight accepts this challenge. This shouldn't be too bad. Watch me regret saying that. Okay, yep. What? Okay. Gonna have to really get good here. Okay. I do really well with the fast ones. Oh man. You darn really got me that time. Okay, how? Man. How did that not kill? What? That's a bit. Oh, she threw it. That's a lot more. Man, thought I was getting my freaking. That's such bullshit. I was winning. That's a bit annoying. I was there. The other they saw, I was right on top of her, and she didn't get banished somehow. Maybe I was just too. There's a little delay before you get your aura back. Curses, laughable. The worm lacks any concept of his foolishness. I tell you not to waste my time. Well, whatever. Yeah, no, that was just annoying. Let's just do this. I was like right there. Huzzah, this night prevails. That was so annoying. I was right there and I just messed up for some reason.
Ferenza di
I have no
Marocches.
choice but to concur with that assessment, Worm. The performance was sufficient to pass my test.
Mon protrage paloge.
Thus, congratulations are in order. Yeah, she says that every time. It's whatever. Sufficient. Like I didn't destroy her freaking team. Master Reader, this knight is humbled after having passed that sorcerer's test. What? By the scales of the Underking auras? What is that you have? Oh, that's really good. Underking laughed aside deep wounds and fought and fought and fought. You know, that's going to be very, very useful. Right. Guess I could just sell that now. How much more music do we have? Actually, I want to hear this again. Just the first couple of lines. Is this the actual song or is this just the music? I don't remember. Guess I just don't have it. You know it. Usually when you hear the music for the first time, you get it. I think it's In the Flame. It's one of those two, for sure. It's fine. Foreboding feeling stuck with you since your arrival in the gloomy hollows of Fallowfield. Some of it spreads to the others in the group. Last time any groups grew in Fallowfield, killed everyone and everything. This night's skin crawls with much anxiety. I don't think I feel good about this place, at least today I don't. You decide to focus on pursuing your vacations till the Black Wagon is ready to move on. Yeah, let's... Yeah, let's get Penwitha. As... Yeah, so it's gonna be Rookie. Next, probably. And more than likely... Jadario. Find them, let us chat together for a spell. Last Pam will explain to you in her own words the histories of the 8 scribes and speak to how their varied backgrounds form the basis not just of the rights of the Commonwealth. Well, Tamitha, Soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether or not you like it. Okay, yeah, and I didn't read this because I hadn't gotten her yet. There were none who could outpace the matriarch Triesta Tithys as she soared through the skies. A honed swiftness of wing was necessary to survive upon the mountains where Triesta made her home. The highwing remnants bonded together, sisters one and all, and in their solidarity survived the age. Then I shall find this fallen emperor, for if I should recover him, then we may yet have peace. Often did the matriarch assuage her sister's rising anger, compel them not to war upon the wingless. So once they lost her, like, it was over. So she was the one and only thing keeping them stable. Triesta Tithys helped purge the downside of a number of the greater titans which ravaged across the land. Many of her sisters pursued Triesta at the downside, but eventually they all concluded that the saint was gone. Our wings indicate our station in this world, and yet we owe the world our very being. Even she thought she was above everyone, even if she used her supposed superiority to help. But it's still kind of weird. My sisters, we all come from the flock of Triesta Tithys. Maybe we just don't remember her anymore. Doesn't seem like it. She actually seemed like a decent person, and almost every single harp is now like almost evil. Find Rookie having just put back his Greentown family portrait, something of a wistful look in his eyes. Then something comes over him, and he moves in close, lowering his voice. Look, chum, I got a level with you about something here, real quick. Truth is that I haven't been entirely upfront with you about my family situation. He hesitates a while, then we ain't exactly quite as rich as I've been letting on. I mean, we do just fine. We got lots of money stored away. It's just mostly locked up in savings bonds, and he seems to catch himself in the middle of another tall tale. It will end before you can respond one way or another. Situation is my mom back on the other side. She needs a bit of help, financially and otherwise. All she's got now are my knuckle-headed uncles to keep her steady. Always told her I'd make something of myself, you know. I was just a clerk in her shop. Things started getting tough for us, so I started looking for all kinds of different work. Got into some unseemly sorts, I guess, but the pay was real good. Took to shipping certain types of stuff down here, of all places, flushing it straight down the river, watertight. The pay was right. Mom was so proud of me. Eating real good all the time. But you can probably guess what happened. Barely straight by after they flushed me down here. Would have been food for a bunch of howlers had Jody not bowed me out of a tough spot one fine evening. As for my mom, she doesn't know the half of it. My uncles told her I'm away on business. Not entirely untrue, I guess. If she knew, it'd break her poor heart. So, don't know how else to put this, chum. I want to get out of here. Get back to what I was doing back home. On the straight and narrow, though. I go straight this time for sure. That's the one thing about liberating someone, is you don't get to see their full story. It's like if I had Rookie be eligible for the liberation, I wouldn't get this backstory from him. You know, that's just kind of annoying. The first person you pick, you're gonna get less lore from them. That's even if you are able to pick the person you want. Then if you pick someone whose lore you don't care about, but you might not want them to be free, So it's just a bit irritating, but it makes sense. Just don't go telling everyone that old Wookiee Greentail is just a mama's boy, okay? Got a certain reputation to uphold. He quickly scampers out the door. His past has been weighing heavily on him. You sense he was sincere about wishing to lead an honest life. Occasionally produces foul-tasting mushrooms that are strangely satisfying to pluck from it. Let's keep it. There is one celestial landmark in which I would never again wish to tread, unless, of course, the stars beseech me to it. It has to be the pit. 'Twas dark in there beyond all reckoning. Not for Malise, sorceress lantern, all of us, we all would have been lost. What lies within the pit is not to be invoked, although I have no doubt our goodly Underking shall be unable to prevent himself from boasting of how Malise sealed it there for an entire age. The thing yet lies there, on the edge of death. Through its connection to the stars, it gives the pit significance. Walk there with courage and a steady mind. So there was one more that was revealed. We found each of the others in due time by fate, not by coincidence. The wise Luce Glorian stood among the trees, gazing at the stars, expecting us. The wild witch, Malith, was so enthralled by my liege's utter transformation, she stayed her sorceries. The blessed-born Triesta swooped down upon us, but to warn of imminent attack. The many-maned Jomier thus intervened and shared with us his humor and his hunt. Even the Underking Oris himself sought out an audience with us. Thus we became the 8 and journeyed on together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, the Emperor, Golothanian, and the Imp are the 8. So I just need the Worm, and that's about it. Because Golothanian is talking right now. Guess there's one with the Emperor himself? That's the last one. Okay. He was born on the fourth moon, suggesting he's active ongoing. Life sentence. Hey guys, come on in. Say now, what happened to that smiley headwind guy? Did he really get out of here like I've been hearing, or what? I mean, I can't really use it for anything. Guess I could get almost all of these. That's why I really want it. Nice, that's one of them scribe snuff fingers there, huh? Dab of those little guys and you'll be like, woo, you know what I mean? Pretty popular. I got my connections and they got their connections and they got their connections. And they got plenty more of those. So just come and see me and Dad here later on. Where I'll have one back in stock. Alright. That's nice at least. So I'll be seeing you guys. That's seeing I'm going to be appreciate the raid, Akron. I will stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Nice to see you. Yeah, appreciate it. Have a good night. I'm assuming it's only 7 over here, but really do appreciate it. Just here, playing a bit of pyre. Not sure how much longer I'll go on. Sounds good. I hope you had fun. Might as well. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, welcome in. Raiders. I think that should be about it. Let's keep going. The sky goes dark over the pit beneath. Hush falls over your companions, especially Yuruki. Sense something is troubling him. Something to do with your next adversaries. Hey chum, just want to let you know. Pumped and ready to take on the dissidents this time. Sure am alright. Now Barker, he's not so scary once you get to know him like I do, you know. So don't you worry. I sure won't be going easy on him after last time. I don't believe that for a second, but we'll see. As Ruki marches off towards the clearing, you notice his grin fade away. In the distance, you hear the dissidents begin to hoot and howl. Alright. Appreciate the alert. Hope you have a good meal.
Reader, ever persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew. Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the dissidents.
This shouldn't be too bad.
Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met. Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
Their soundtrack is so cool. Music in this game is too good. Alright mates, we'll get what we have here. Green Sound, is that you? This fucking dude. Yeah Barker, it's me alright. Well, I'll be. So tell me something then, Green Sound. You gonna go against me this time, or keep on being a stinking coward like before, huh? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Wait. He says he wants to fight. If you can beat him, beat him, maybe. Maybe he'll leave us alone. He'll leave the Green Towels alone. I can make it worth his while. Barker? What is it, mate? The right's about to start. I was just thinking. I know I owe you and everything. I've got a deal for you. You like a good deal, don't you? I like a good laugh. good laughs, more like it. But I'll bite Greentown. What's your fancy here? I was thinking, if I can beat you here, we're squared away. You let me off the hook. Huh. I see, but tell me something, mate. Now why in this stinking world would I want to do a thing like that? What's in it for me when I beat you instead? Then, pay you double what I owe. I promise. You have to promise too. Kerr's oath. Boy, really now. Double or nothing then, is it, eh? You drive a hard bargain there, mate. But alright, it's a deal. You beat me in my pack right here, right now. You're debt-free as far as I'm concerned. Of course, if you don't, I'll be fleecing you for all you're worth. You, your stupid uncles, and that dear old mom of yours. See you shortly then. Yuki then turns to you. Hey, so, this one means a lot to me, you understand there, chum? Let me go against these guys, and I'll make sure we show them up, okay? You got it. Oh, I'll be the one going up against them. By the by there, mates. My pack and we got a few new tricks we're dying to show you real soon. You sense Parker speaks the truth. Citizens are more capable than before. Alright.
The rite shall begin forthwith.
Let's see. 12 presents. Yeah, no, they got about as much as Jordario. He also has a double jump. Damn.
Decided yet?
No, Ozzy, it's gonna be Rookie. Yeah.
Jodariel.
Yeah, I know, she's still upset.
Sir Gilman. Very well.
Noble Rookie, know that your battle here is this night's battle too. Onward. Alright then, Greetown. Bring it on, or it's your dear old mom who's gonna pay. Ah, man. Let's see how this goes.
Begin. Ferocity unbridled. Banishment for all. Already
Okay.
does your
I'll have to
adversary's
throw it,
flame
but-
begin to flicker. Magnificent.
Not letting them get a single hit in. What's the matter, Greentail? He thinks you seem a little nervous on your paws out there. Just shut up already, Barker. Let's get on with it. What's that you say, huh? Think you can talk back to me like that, Greentail? You heard me, Barker. Set up my dame wire. Or what, mate? I'll sink these little nervous teeth into your neck, old chum.
That foolish Barker was a menace to the brilliantly done.
Damn it. Interrupted the...
Bask in the purified
Yeah,
flame.
fast characters are just too good.
That
Damn.
cur of yours is banished.
Oh, shit.
'Tis what the scribes ordain.
Oh, they got me once. Oh, come on. No, he was right there, man. Come on. He was on it.
Oof. How fine. Rookie plunged into the fire.
Come on. Oh, so
yes.
close. Come on, one more. It's actually...
Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Nope. Ah, fuck.
Poof.
Damn.
Simply abhorrent. There it is.
That's ah, fuck you.
'Twas almost cruel. And it is done.
That was rough. That was
The
pretty close.
Nightwings prevail again. Their pyre burns, whilst that of their adversaries is but ash. The ceremony is complete.
Cool. We did it. We got him. Green cell, you. Yeah, it's fair and square, mate. As fair and square as this stuff gets, right? So my family, you leave us alone. Said to you leave them alone. Ease off that green cell. Deal's a deal. Now then, me and my pack had better step it up for when we see you and your mates again. We'll be looking forward. Ruki watches them depart, then turns to you as expression softens. Don't know what to tell you, Don't know what to tell you, chum, other than I really owe you one.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes.
Oh,
Until the stars align.
turn to the wagon up to you and your fellow exiles bested the dissidents, and find Wolford waiting for you there. Well done back there, my boy. You're serving your companions well. Now then, I've something I wish to share with you if you have a moment. We have discussed the plan of which we're all a part. We have a means of measuring our progress towards the goal of it. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth. Expect you shall again see several shining stars, where once you saw but one. Let's see, who do I want to fight? I did that because I wanted to get Ruki's quest underway. Several shining stars, trick of the eye, or the will of the scribes, who can say? I too once gained this newfound vision many years ago, following my first liberation rite, and I believed only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realized that in choosing whom the Nightwings confront each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face, and the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Interesting. Using Wolford's planner, you may assess your progress slowly toward your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Wolford shall keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. You look over it now or anytime in the Black Wagon while searching the stars. So, Nightwings. Rises the triumvirate against which all the others are judged. Long-standing exile of the Nightwings who seeks more than his own freedom. Yeah, so I've 9-win streak. Fate. Fate. They cling to the belief that the scribes are watching over them. 4 wins and 4 losses. Essence, prisoners of war whose hatred for the Commonwealth runs deep. They have 4 wins, 2 losses. Drawn, defilers of the rites, forsake the scribes for a profane monster. 3 wins, 4 losses. Pyre hearts, once known for their spirit and bravery, now craven laughingstock. 3 wins, 6 losses. Chastity, corrupted opportunists who mean to use the rites for selfish gain. 1 win, 7 losses. They are doing really bad. Accusers, their righteous traditions have given way to ruthlessness and spite. 4 wins, 5 losses. dissidents, chaotic firebrands, unconcerned about what is at stake in all this. 3 wins, 5 losses. They had 4 before us. Temperers. Prideful at having prevailed more than all the tournaments combined. 5 wins, 3 losses. Well, all of these, they do have the most wins in general, but definitely not combined. Lost standing. I can't read that first bit. The 7th of 9th moon, 837 AS. At long last, plan is well underway. The cycle of the rites turns quickly for the time. We soon should have another stab at the follow Solium. Guessing, oh, that VS is obviously Wilfred Sandalwood. Well, that makes sense. Right, we got the Night Wings, which is mixed. The Fate are also kind of technically mixed. Essence are the harps. Toronto, the bog dwellers, worms, the saps, the nomads, cur, and demon. And then we have mixed and mixed, which is interesting. Okay. That's about it. Guess I could do Tamitha. I don't know, there is Lindell, but I don't know who he would talk to. I want to progress Tamitha's quest though. So we're here to have another brush with Tamitha. Perhaps she'll spare me yet another moment of her time. She's here because of me, and I'm here for her. Tamitha then tells you more of your next adversary, her own blood sister. Tamitha Thane, harp of the Highwing remnants, raised from birth to excel in outwitting and outmaneuvering her enemies. She seems driven by her hatred for the Commonwealth. After retreating to the mountains centuries ago, the harps refused to join the Commonwealth. Those old tensions boiled over into raids or skirmishes or all-out war. Flight tacticians such as Tamitha gave the Highwing remnants a swift and powerful military presence to this day, despite the harp's small numbers. She once hatched ambitious plans to overthrow the Commonwealth, breaches its defenses so her sisters could rain down untold destruction. On the darkest night of the year, she led a daring infiltration mission deep into her enemy's lands. It almost worked. However, she was betrayed by someone very close to her, someone branded Commonwealth sympathizer, Tamitha. Tamitha was caught, clipped, and subsequently exiled as a prisoner of war, but being trapped within the downside only stoked her fury. I wound up in here not too long afterwards. Anyway, it's complicated what happened between us. What I did for her own good, and that of all our sisters. Though I'm beginning to doubt that Tamitha will ever see it that way. We'll see, I suppose. Though for now, I'd best try and catch what sleep I'm able. Pleasant dreams then, darling. We bid a good night to Tamitha in turn. No time now to make flight preparations. They'll come morning, and the black wagon will press onward. As you approach Ruki, you sense none of his usual anxious energy. I'm free. Then he rushes up to you, return to form. I mean, I know I'm not. I'm stuck down here with all the rest of you. It's just, It's like I finally got to set aside this giant bag of rocks I've been carrying around. Know what I mean? Want to say thanks, chum. Give me a hand with the little situation between myself and Barker. I'm glad that I got Headwind out first, actually. I don't think I would have had it in me to stand up to him unless I knew you and the others had my back. Now at least old Mama Greentown won't get any trouble from him on the other side. She's still waiting for a rookie boy to come on home, but at least she won't be getting hassled by a bunch of nasty curs just because I struck a lousy deal. So yeah, chum, you ever need something? I owe you one, and then some. Kerr's oath. He prances out of the wagon, a newfound lightness in his step. Permanently, damn. Okay, that was definitely worth it. And we finally have something to show what he's doing. Let's see. I myself, Hobe, did form the distance under the simple tenet, those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of them showed, at first, reluctance to allow an imp and one accursed to designate one of the 9 triumvirates, but Mur, the horned one, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. In time, they came to understand, for I remained, as ever, at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The dissidents are an extension of my oddity. Those who do not adhere, they are not to be discarded, underestimated, or dismissed. They are as necessary as are those against whom they rebel. I think that's about it. Guess a bit of speed could help. She doesn't really need more hope, if I'm being honest.
Mare infrantes.
Oh,
Tempra agitenza.
okay. Oh, actually, I think I'll do like 1 or 2 more rides. We'll see. Being here in Flag in Hands continues to sap most everyone's spirits. Oh, let's get out of here. See if I can't see anybody else. Not for now. Hulk of Horus has drifted here upon the sea for longer than one might expect. Perhaps you have already read of the doomed ship demise in the embrace of unfathomed plurnis. I forget how to pronounce that. Some say it was the sea itself which preserves the ship's remains, hidden properties within the water, sea creatures binding together ruined planks of wood. Those such as yourselves in the essence know another truth, I gather. The stars would not align over the wreckage that did not have greater significance than first appearance. May you have good fortune there during the coming rite. And last time I went to do something Tizo wanted, I got... He freaking ended up losing hope. We touched down at the Sea of Solace. We first encountered Sir Gilman and the Pyre Hearts. We soon shall carry on by sea, though for now you have some time to spare. Okay. Beyond a shallow, sickly gulf, our voyage grew increasingly forbidden. Forbidden. Much harder to explain. How could a sea exist here at the bottom of the world? We could not deduce whence sparing the carcasses of ancient sailing ships we found throughout the Sea of Solace. The warnings that they signified we duly noted. It was here we first met Horus, called the Underking, who brazenly assaulted our small skiff for had trespassed in his waters. But then the Underking relented, for he witnessed Solium Mur and all his doom and glory. Soon he would side with us. Then with the Underking, we sailed forth into a tempest beyond reasoning or measure. You know, my lovely reader, I must admit that I did not expect your little followers to be quite so receptive to instruction as thus far they have proved. I know not whether they owe it all to you or have somewhat more to them than I was first inclined to think. In any case, however, I am pleased that they are not entirely disgraceful. I like to keep my expectations well in check, seeing as I have been thus expelled to the end of time, so it is pleasant when those expectations are exceeded every now and then. Although I cannot quite recall when last that was. But the best part of all of this are these brief times in which you visit me in my domain. I know you cannot for long. The stem crystal in which I am enthralled shall see to that. Though, as you have perhaps surmised, whenever decides that one of your little friends is worthwhile enough, why, I can offer them a trial, and likewise, I can offer you a chat. Sometimes I think, as you achieve those trials of mine, perhaps it does something to trim the length of my eternal banishment. Eternity being what it is, however, perhaps not. Still, the trophies of those blasted scribes are worth something to you. All you need is to brave my trials, and they can be yours. Perhaps there's good in it for me as well. Then something changes in her, and she changes the subject. Likely said too much, not to influence you in your use of the Beyonder Crystal. It's not there to be tempered with by anyone, including me. Forget what I said. Let's see. Should I oblige my reader? Who's to be the lucky one this time? I think that's... yeah. Faster and farther. And she can shoot the cast faster. We asked Sandra to administer one of her trials to Faye. Must admit, I do sense something from that one. I once had a wild heart myself, quite like her own. We shall see if there's more to her than that. Let's bring her forth. Soon Faye arrives in heat of the summons. Scribes, I think that if I listen carefully, I can hear them calling out to me. So interesting how almost everything she says is a question. Apparition Sandra appears, unfastening the mask. Listen well, girl. The place where you reside at present has but a single rule, which is your answer to me here. Wow, okay, I will. Such naive enthusiasm, now be silent. It's plain to me that you have much to learn as yet about the rites. But if you learned something, and I would see you prove it, without the benefit of anyone, save for your reader. Okay. You're out there to help me with this, mister? Huh. This could be rough, actually. Okay, man. No. Oh, come on. That was so close. Well, thank goodness they... Nope. Okay, let's just not waste time here. Nope. Okay. Man. I'm not very good with her. What are you doing? Okay, that was so close. Okay, how did I do? How did I do? Must admit that you did better than I had expected, girl. You passed this trial of yours. So congratulations are in order to you and also to your lovely reader. Now farewell. That was not too bad. Did I imagine all of that, mister? Because I hope I didn't. Wow, what is that you have there? That's pretty. That's actually really good. The real trader's hollow band, hollow hand. Can't tell. The freaking text is so hard to read when it's like that. Sure, the Sisters of the Arch went to carry out their mission. Let's get that on her. Quickness. You and Faye wandered together for a while through the steady currents of ragged rock, sometimes in circles. What exactly she's looking for, she cannot explain. Eventually, however, she happens on something that never caught your notice. Look at this. Look at this, mister. Scribes, they walk this very path. I think they did, and lit this here for us. Objects she procures does seem to emanate with some sort of faint and ancient power. Though sensitive to the presence of 8 scribes, may see traces of them here and there. Okay. Might as well use that. Faye seems to be talking to the Black Wagon's walls again, though this time something seems to have come over her. Little brother, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? You unsure whether to check in on her or leave her be. I'm a bit concerned here. The fairy is clearly capable of surviving on her own. You do worry for her, and in this case, make an attempt to reach out to her. I'm hi, mister. Don't think I saw you there just now. So my little brother here and we were just talking for a little while. Well, I was the one doing the talking. Why? Little brother, he's just a wagon wall, so he cannot respond. He can't respond, but he can listen, and he listens very well. Like, her being eccentric is one thing, but her legitimately talking to the walls is just, like, it's actually kind of concerning. Now, I'd like to get back to my conversation here with him, if you don't mind. And you're welcome to stay, though, if you like. Seems Faye's doing alright after all. I mean, yeah, might as well stay. You decide to take Faye up on her invitation and keep listening to her conversation with the wagon wall, little brother as she calls it. Anyway, what was I saying? Remember, it's that they always said that there was something wrong with me. But they wouldn't really tell me what. They said I was moon touched, but so what? Humans supposed to be like in this world, like symbolic of, like, I'm assuming stuff like autism and stuff like that, because she gives me those vibes for sure. So then the scribes, they called me here. They're the ones who brought me here, not those people. They were so cruel. They were always so cruel. I didn't have a little brother at the time. No one that I recall, really. Although so much of it back then, can't tell how much of it I dreamt. Most of it I didn't want it to be true. But I remember that they threw me out. They decided they would throw me out and let the scribes take care of me. They said the scribes, they would take care of me. It was so very quiet here. I was all alone again. Although I think I liked it more being alone down here than being alone back there. Everyone's alone down here, and so it makes me feel less alone somehow. Back there, why, I would sometimes see families, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, but here, there's hardly anyone at all. But I knew I was close to the scribes. I knew that they were in the sky above, and I did search for them up there, you know. And then one night I found them. I saw the stars and they were falling to the ground. I thought, why is it the scribes themselves are crying? Are they sad? And maybe, are they sad for me? Well, that was when I first met you, little brother. With your help, I would get closer to the scribes. That way, maybe they could answer all my questions, don't you think? But I'm so very glad I found you and the others. Finally not alone. Finally not alone, and more importantly, I think sometimes I even feel that way, that I'm not alone. Maybe as we get closer, maybe I will get to feel that way more often, being here, being anywhere with you, and all my friends. She fell silent, but not. Though you were concerned for her at first, you sense now that she is at peace. She wanders off, faintly smiling. You sense you have a better understanding of her now. Damn, that's crazy. So they just didn't have an orphanage, or they didn't care enough to put her there. She's born on the 19th of 11th moon, suggesting she's driven and fixated. 2 years. Basic cognitive standard. Had no place or family in the Commonwealth. That's crazy. Her crime was just existing. That's actually wild. Here, in the steady currents of the Sea of Solace, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Hedwyn, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. You learn Hedwyn returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he is clothed and welcomed, his past transgressions all forgiven. He was to be groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the council or the blood border, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before the Sun Council members could do anything about it, he left them. He since made contact with Wolford's agents and is working together with them, thus the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Per messenger imp custom, the last part of the message was transcribed from Hedwyn, word for word. It says, "Keep going, I'll see you here." You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Soon your companions are all abuzz about it. Glorious example Hedwyn sets for all of us. He did it. Always thought Hedwyn was looking for someone out there back home. Think he found her? Wonder if he ever found the one he fell for. Yeah, that's how it's done, Hedwyn. Right behind you, Chom. Tizo's happy to hear Hedwyn is well back in the Commonwealth. News of Hedwyn's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Well, here we go. I wish to be remembered not for boastfulness, thus I refrain from detailing our exploits across the land, save to say they were numerous. Know that only through our combined strength of arms and weight did we withstand the established land, such were the monstrous dangers that it posed. I came to see that all the terrors which I heard at bedside in my youth were based entirely in fact. So great they were, they blotted out the sky. Such was the evil that we vanquished, that the remains of it yet shine under the stars. In the end, it was the stars which guided us toward our truest calling. The Dazraban was the first of many river ships to vanish in the downside. The presumptions of its loss were not inaccurate. The doomed ship and their valiant crew had charted half the Sea of Solace, earned the end of their brave voyage. The Sea Titan unfathomed plurns was not fond of vessels sullying her sea and split the doomed ship with a single swipe. The ship's unshattered prow would later end the Sea Titan's cruel reign, as the willful Underking loves to recount. The stars themselves must have been moved by this. That point within the sea, now sacred, has the stars dancing in homage every now and again. Not bad. Let's see. Oh, hey guys, what brings you here again? Let me guess, the finest steals all the downside. That's what, am I right? Sure. Something really that I want. Right, I do need to do that actually. Come see us again, guys. So, who do I want to? She has more than enough. 2,000. No. Yeah. Faye. Why not? All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned, going somewhat faster than expected. Let's see. Yeah, no, why not? Let's get this done. Afternoon is just beginning to give way to nightfall. His junior companions finish making preparations for the coming rite. Through all the ceremony, realize Pamitha is nowhere to be found. Last anybody saw her was shortly after the Black Wagon came to rest here at the Hulk of Horus. Returns just as you are beginning to plan a search for her. Sorry to have worried you there, reader darling. Just getting a little antsy is all. Have to go and spread my wings a bit and shake away the nerves. She's holding something back. Don't you get in my head? Telling you the truth. Telling the truth, damn it. Damn you, reader. Get out. Get out. Get out. Well then. She's still not really officially part of the group. Anyhow, looks as if the show's about to start. I should be on the field with the others. Pamitha departs. She's right as the stars above begin to shine. You know she is about to face her sister Tamitha once again, except that it is a very private matter between them. Yeah, it still concerns all of us, so, like, I don't know, she's being kind of selfish about this. You chose to join us. We'll see how this goes.
Stand forth, you exiles of the Night Wings. The 8 scribes summon you to the Hulk of Horus. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Essence. Extinguish now their pyre, and glory shall be yours. Now prepare yourselves.
The winged exiles of the Essence take position opposite your own companions. Your leader soon asserts herself. Pamitha, come forth. No trickery this time. She appears as asked, remains silent as her blood sister studies her for a time. Pamitha then reaches for her mask. You look weary to me, sister. Oh? Too little sleep, I guess. I do get rather anxious sometimes. The night before one of these things can be a lot of pressure. Understandable. The two of them say nothing for a time. Cannot discern what they are thinking. The hiring remnants all seem to be very mentally acute, trained as they are from birth. Soon enough, Tamitha cuts through the tension, her tone as light as ever. So, given further thought to my proposal then? I have. And I think that now is not the time for talk. Besides, your comrades there, Surely you give them pause. Even now they must be questioning your loyalty. The fact that they're actually having this conversation is kind of surprising to me. What? But I'll cut it with the stammering, Pamitha. It's very unbecoming, you know that. And you be sure to tell those comrades of yours what you propose to me. She dons her mask once more. As she rejoins the other exiles of the Essence, Pamitha hesitates before returning to your group. I told her she could take my place. That I would keep her up to date about our progress, as she could take my place if it was ever time for me to go. But you don't have to worry. For one thing, she refused, and for another, well, I better tell you later. For now, remember, you can count on me. You just straight up told me you would betray us. If we chose to trust you and give you your freedom, you would give it to our enemy. Not only to not one of us, but straight up one of our enemies. Like, that's just because the Commonwealth is bad doesn't mean that the Highland remnants aren't gonna give a shit about us or the Commonwealth. They see us as the same thing. We all don't have wings, so we're all to be killed. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, no, she's absolutely on some shit right now.
Who shall stand together here this night?
Alright. 25. Faster or flying. So fall of the Empire, all the tribes and nations submitted. All the tribes and nations it subsumed. We began to work together to rebuild, all but one. Some harbs retreated to their ancestral mountain homes. Tensions grew and war erupted many times since then. She vowed to put an end to it. She orchestrated an ambitious plot to overthrow the Commonwealth from within. But at a key point in the mission, she was betrayed. Well, yeah, I mean, it's basically just a retelling of what it is. She was born on the first of second moon, suggesting she's a trendsetter for the future. It's been here for 7 years. Faster than usual. Apparently the bio was updated. I mean, obviously I'm gonna choose her.
Pamitha.
Yeah, obviously Dario's not going to join.
Kedios?
Actually, one.
Tizo. It is done.
Tizo feels badly for Pamitha, who will not hesitate to give his utmost in the coming right. Faceless wastrels of the Commonwealth, pain and loss of your defeat, this night shall reverberate not only in your hollow hearts, but in the homeland that abandoned you. You're quite sure it has to be this way then, sister? There's no compromise here, Pamitha. Not for traitors to my country or my blood. Understand? Then so be it.
Commence.
Okay then. Well then,
An inauspicious start.
this is not very good. They might beat us here.
That'll
Okay.
to wake you up.
Yeah, no, I gotta get. You seem so distracted, Pamitha. Is there something more you wish to say to me? Or do you feel that I am owed, perhaps? Has she actually even apologized once? Pamitha stops at this and reaches for her mask. Sorry for what I did to you, sister. For what you did to me? Your apology rings as hollow as your plumage. You might rehearse it further upon every last survivor of the Hiram remnants. Now, no more talk.
Such hatred spewing constantly from Tamitha. Yet here in exile, she is not but talk. Sublime.
could be rough. Okay. Oh, come on. How did that? No. Bro, what? Okay.
Douse the flame.
Gotta get serious about this.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
burning flame to ash.
Come on. It's not the end of the world to fight. Oh, come on. You're so...
Tamatha
freaking
thrusts
jumped.
herself into the searing flame.
I know I jumped.
Their flame has died a little.
Come on. I need to...
Tis taken. Oh, fire of resolve. Their fire weakens.
Come on. 2 more.
The orb is up. As per the sacred law,
They just didn't do anything there.
the rite is nearly ended.
Oh, come on. How did... I was...
And it is done.
Oh, crap.
The essence prevailed.
Down. First loss.
Or you could say they managed to avoid defeat.
I had one more.
Perhaps your fortune shall be better next time.
You're the Nightwings. I have experienced your first defeat. This is not the end. Rather, this is an opportunity for you and your fellow exiles to press onward. Pampatha, for example, learned a valuable lesson this night. Through failure, do we tend to learn the most valued of lessons, provided we survive. So too has Faye, not in spite of the setback with the essence, but because of it. And Tizo's no exception. He has gained more insight here as well. Your fellow exiles all shall gain enlightenment and learn and grow from what has transpired. And your story shall continue. The choice of whether to accept such outcomes now all throughout your quest is to be yours alone. Well done. Unimpressive, Pampatha. Good as your offer to show me favor in the liberation rite, if I could just as well prevail against your comrades on my own. It'll be different then, though I suppose you won't reconsider. Know that I cannot, you're always obstinate, but in that regard and all others which count for anything, you are inferior to me. Remember that. The offer is meaningless to me. I should free myself without your help, or without of anyone. Now then, farewell. Wait, what of your comrades to Essence? You must need them at least. Minced in my words. As ever, Pamatha, know that I do love you in a way. Is that what you wish to hear? But my purpose is plain, you stand in its way. You're a fool to think my freedom is my goal. My freedom is a means toward an end, the likes of which you never would abide. Do you think you could sway me from my purpose, Pamatha? Pamatha remained silent for some time. This is very interesting. I'm glad I lost. I'm glad I fought them. I definitely never thought I would hear her say that she lost her sister. The way she talked to her before was... I mean, she straight up said she hates her forever. Never considers her family ever again in her life. So... No. I think that you will struggle to destroy the Commonwealth no matter what it takes. No matter if in doing so you are destroyed instead. Just so then you understand me after all. Pamela does not turn to watch her blood sister depart. Yeah.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Ah.
The imp Tizo appears to have a certain depth of knowledge.
Tizo just had a flash of inspiration about his role in the rites and as part of the Nightwings. Yeah, and I need that because
Until the next rite.
I was so close to it, man. Feels a little bit bad, but I'm glad I got that lore. It's not really a roguelike, but it is similar to Hades in that aspect. After the Nightwings fail to prevail over the Essence despite your best efforts, turns the wagon to recover and plan your next move. Time has come to search the stars again and determine where the rites will take you next. Let's see. I'll do this and then I'll probably end here. No. Stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. So who do I want to fight next? Let's see over here. And that's for Faye, kind of. Not really that interested in her. I could do her backstory, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll do Sir Gilman's quest. So why not? This is night to understand that we shall soon confront Sir Deluge in the Pyre Hunts once more, and this is to be a most exciting time. This knight's one-time commanding officer, imagine if you will, a worm without the slightest trace of bravery. Sir Gilman then recants his tale of Sir Deluge's past, how it is that they wound up together in the downside. Sir Deluge, I don't know why I can't really say that properly. Deluge. A worm knight of the Sea Dominion and former ally Sir Gilman, he lacks the sort of courage for which his kind is known, yet somehow leads the Pyre Hearts anyway. Some worms born under the Sea Dominion's waters sought life's meaning on dry land. The Commonwealth recognized their chivalrous traditions and soon put them to use. Sir Deluge was just another bit of frontline fodder in the war against the Highland remnants. Yet this time and time again, what the heck? He distinguished himself for one simple reason: he would not die. I'm trying to not understand how seafaring beasts would fight flying beasts. That doesn't make sense to me. His unusual instinct for self-preservation kept him safe in many battles. Over time, he was repeatedly promoted for lack of any real competition. Then, the Battle of Spiral Sanctum, when retreat certainly was not an option, Sir Deluge retreated anyway. This was a breaking point, and he at last was sentenced to exile. On the downside, he sought water, where he made contact with Sir Gilman and other members of his kind. They all saluted him as their superior. Other knights had little choice but to respect his rank. As Pyre Hearts, they conduct the rites. Can I just look at the fucking words and read them properly? They conduct the rites in the name of the great hero under King Horus, while adhering to their strict code. This knight might not have failed quite so miserably at the Battle of Spiral Sanctum had his entire regiment not turned in disarray after Sir Deluge fled. Perhaps by confronting his former commander, this knight's own honor may be regained in part. For now, however, this knight must beg your leave. Say goodnight to Sir Gilman in turn. There's no time to make flight preparations now. In the morning, he will press on once again. Okay. Let's read this, and then I will end and raid out. Despite Pamela's mental conditioning, you can tell something is troubling her. She won't listen to a word I say, not one damn word. She listened, alright, she just doesn't care. It seems like you're the one not listening. If she weren't my blood sister, I should think I'd hate her guts as much as she hates mine. She literally told you she loves you. I don't see what's so confusing here. She shakes her head. I should apologize to you and everyone. I sought out Tamatha without asking your leave. Figured I would seek forgiveness. I'd rather seek forgiveness than permission, you understand? I understand. I still don't forgive you, though. My attempts with Tamatha didn't amount to much, as you well saw. It's just this, like, oh, well, she didn't accept, so therefore it's fine. It's like, that's not the point. The point is you asked. You did this without our consent at all, and you know exactly how we would feel about it. So at this point, I'm hopeful you'll be more accepting apologies than she. Though tell me something, Ritter, darling. You suppose I'm going to betray you? You may know better than I do at this point. I mean, if she wanted to betray us, she would have done it already. I'm upset that she did it, but she doesn't seem like a traitor, but it's just like, I mean, it's ironic because she literally did betray her sister, but trust the Tamatha that you do not view her efforts to make peace with Tamatha as being contradictory to the group's larger goals. I mean, I view her going behind her back and talking to Tamatha and offering what she did to be contradictory, but other than that, her wanting to make peace with her sister is perfectly fine. You understand why she did what she did. She says nothing for a while. It's kind of you to say, darling. May the others see it with such generosity. If they don't, you need but tell me to depart, and I'll be on my way. However, I have a promise that I wish to make to you. You let me say it, and I'll see this through with all of you, no matter where we all end up. I'll be on the roof for a bit. I think you take care to Duro. Despite Panda's disappointment with the outcome of her confrontation with her blood sister, you sense she is less troubled now after your brief conversation. Smiling to herself. Of course she is. The sparkly thing in its center is, in fact, its heart, which airs out from time to time. Keepsake from the Sea of Solace, only a monster would attempt to remove the heart, or would have the strength. Can I not? Okay. Well, that's about it, right? Okay. It's saved. And we're off. Well, appreciate everybody coming by. Akron with the raid. Lidsvids with the raid. Lex and Yeti. Honey Wheat. Kelsey as well. Never did get that. Shout out for Kelsey. Let's see who I can raid real quick.
I also have like creepy things out back here too. These guys. Remove. Nice.
Damn, 9 hours.
You smashing them? Good. Smash those suckers. Oh, there's also 1, 2, 3 here. Okay. Remove. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she just went nuts.
Okay, let me see. Why not? I will be back on tomorrow with some probably some Dead Cells. I'll see if I feel like switching to Celeste. Yeah, appreciate everybody for coming by. Hope you guys have a great week. I will see you guys later. Appreciate the lurkers. Anybody watching the VODs? Yeah, see you soon. Peace out.